guys? Jose and Abel here from Toy Fiends Collectibles, and today we're going to be doing a review of Diamond Select. I think it's Diamond Select Toys, the Crow Deluxe action figure. There's been something interesting happening with the Crow figures lately. I don't know if you knew this, but I think it was yesterday or the day before that Mezco actually announced a new Crow figure. So for some reason, the Crow is coming back. It could be because, with Bruce Lee, all that stuff with Bruce Lee, the daughter actually runs it. So maybe I'm thinking, she's trying to maybe she's behind that. I don't know. But I mean, either way, the Crow is, just for me, growing up was a huge, 90s, right?
Yeah, Crow's iconic, I gotta say.
Yeah, the Crow, man, just like the tragic love story of the Crow itself it's awesome. I mean, and not to say that it kind of, it does suck, obviously, that Brandon Lee died, but when that happened in the movie, and the fact that was his last movie did kind of give it that iconic status, right?
Yes, it did.
It's sort of, when you watch it, it's like, holy crap, this guy, this is his last movie, and the fact that it was such a beautifully sad movie, it just elevated, I feel like, this franchise just to the next level. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And for you, what do you remember about the Crow? It was just.
I just remember
Yeah.
It's just, it has its own I don't know, its own thing to it. It's
Yeah.
really kind of dark.
Yeah.
Its own darkness kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
unique.
Right, and it's
really
just
unique.
It's one of those movies that makes you
can't compare any other movie to it. It's the Crow.
Yeah, it makes you happy and then sad at the same time. Because again, the story of the Crow it's based on a comic book. First of all, I know that's based on a comic book, and it's based on someone who essentially dies on their wedding night, something like that, right? They get married and they get killed. The stories in the movies, they change it around quite a bit, but for the most part, that's the gist of the story. And he comes back to avenge himself and his fiance or wife, I guess, at the time. So it's a pretty. Not say average, but pretty interesting, back from the dead sort of revenge type movie,
yes,
right?
It is.
So the figure we got today is based on this movie, and this is the Crow himself, Eric Draven, and it is based on the Brandon Lee version. You can see that here. It's got so just on the packaging itself, and just the figure, going into the figure, it's got the red letters of the title, the Crow. It's got pretty much on the packaging as well. It looks like it's got some rain effect, right?
Yeah.
Because in that movie, a big thing was, the big song was it can't rain all the time. So you can see that they definitely thought about that with designing this box. And as I was alluding to earlier, the box itself on the back has a little bit of bio of the Crow itself, and just looking at it, it's awesome. It's got a picture of Brandon Lee right there, from one of the scenes in the movie. Just an awesome picture. It definitely makes you feel nostalgic, just seeing it. Yeah. It's an awesome background. Definitely a tribute. With that said, let's go ahead and open this guy up, take him out of the package, and let's take a look at him. Pop it out right there. And there he is. There's Mr. Eric Draven. Looks like his foot is twisted a little right here. He does come with an extra hand right there. It's from that scene. It's actually from that scene where the bullet hits. There's a scene in the movie where or was it when he got stabbed or shot? I forget.
No, I think when he got shot.
Was it? Okay, so he took a bullet and he actually took it to his hand, and in the movie he looks through his hand and just laughs at the person or whatever. Just a really morbid scene. But let's take a look at the figure himself. So the head sculpt is actually. It's actually very nice. I really like this head sculpt. Just trying to see if there are any defects on this figure at all. Can't see any much at all. It feels like a really solid figure. So just to give you guys a little close up, it's a really, really cool, just really well made figure. And like I said, I don't know what's been going on lately, but there's been a resurgence in Crow figures.
Right.
I don't know if it's it's probably some kind of anniversary, right? To be honest, I'm embarrassed to say I don't know what's going on, why he's been coming back, but everyone loves the Crow, so I'm just gonna pose him in his little. If you want to pull out some of that stuff, I'm gonna pose him with this, playing his guitar, and
tombstone right here.
Yeah, I got his tombstone. Crazy. We can set that up right there. It's got his Oh, it's a crow. Just can you put that on his shoulder or something, or
It
just?
goes right here.
Oh, does it go on the top of the
Yeah, look.
tombstone?
Yeah, it does look.
Oh, sweet. Okay. And the reason why I want to pose him a little bit is just to see how easy it is to pose, and for the most part, it looks like he's fairly straightforward to pose. It's not too difficult. And I'm gonna go ahead and just, again, we're playing with toys here, so check that out. You got him with his black guitar, his raincoat, all that stuff. You know, his other hand mold that I'll just put down here. And this crow here, I think you might be able to. He's got a hole on it on the bottom. So I think maybe you can even put him on here as well.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
So Diamond, Diamond Select, they come out. They do release a lot of figures. They do. I mean, they release pretty much anything. So this is more geared, I would say, toward adults, right? I mean, the packaging does say 8+. So, I mean, right? I mean, it's kind of a dark toy for people, for kids that are like, say, you have a 9-year-old or something, or even an 8-year-old. But for the most part, I mean, the story itself, I don't know if if I had kids, I don't know if I'd be comfortable getting them a crow figure. But that's just me. But what I was saying about Diamond Select is that they release a variety of figures. They release anything from anime. I've seen them release. I think they release some. They release statues as well.
Nice.
So, and I actually do think they have Bruce Lee, like a couple of Bruce Lee statues.
Nice.
So again, it seems like they're kind of the go-to company when it comes to these type of figures, Brandon Lee and Bruce Lee, I should say. Nice. But the crow itself has been made in other through other toy lines. Hot Toys has made one, which I have that one in my collection, my personal collection. NECA, they've released a few crow figures, I know. Wow. And as far as just back to the Diamond Select, I think there is another version of the crow. So when I was saying that, okay, this is a newer figure, it's not a newer figure for Diamond Select. It's just this version is of a new release. But I do believe that they have a Walgreens exclusive crow figure, which, I mean, is actually going for quite a bit of money. I think it's like, I saw it on I think it was eBay or one of those sites, like for $60 or something like that. Oh, wow. So yeah, it's getting up there in value. Nice. But yeah, so I mean, here's the figure itself. So this figure, and for the most part, I am pretty happy with it. The head sculpt is really cool. I mean, just this posing here, it's very, I mean, again, making me very nostalgic about the movie again, and just really love what they did with this figure. And I'll be honest, like when I first was looking at the stock images when we were ordering these, I thought they were going to be a lot smaller, and when they arrived, I was really surprised at how big the packaging is. I mean, if you look at it, this is a 7-inch figure. Yeah, 7-inch figure. So and the packaging is, I mean, let's compare to our heads. Yeah, right. It's a pretty
decent size.
Yeah, it's a pretty decently sized package. So, so if you do decide to keep them in the package, it is a very nice looking package, very basic, and does capture the elements of the movie and the crow itself.
Yeah, they nailed it with the box. I really like the box, I gotta tell you guys.
Yeah, right. It's I mean, just the red letters. Yeah, I mean, we can't say enough about it.
Brings me back, man.
Yeah, right. Really yeah, it's an amazing figure. The tombstone, again, I don't know if I'd let's see what it says actually. Oh yeah, it's got some writing on here. It says, "Just whisper my name in your heart and I will be there."
Oh my god. Just like the movie.
There's the heart right there. I guess
for sure.
You get choked up in here. Make the lens foggy. But I mean, very very reminiscent of the crow, and yeah. I mean, what else? I mean, what else? What do you think? What do you think so far?
I mean, I think it's a pretty good piece itself. I mean, this is with Diamond Select Toys.
Yeah.
I mean, they're coming up.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you.
Yeah, and I was actually just playing out with the jacket. It is a little. Yeah, it's rubbery, so it's flexible. Yeah, and if you can, the other detail I really liked on this figure, I actually forgot to mention that he does have the ring that he proposed. He's pretty much got all of his accessories, but as far as the ring that in the movie he gave to Shelly, he does have it on there. So again, just high attention to detail on this figure. I'm not sure. I don't think you can take off the jacket because the arms are casted with the coat on, so that's just something to keep in mind. I mean, trust me, if you could take off the jacket, this would be much more expensive figure. But for the price, I will say it's a very cool crow figure that will go in anyone's. If you're a huge fan of the crow, we definitely recommend this guy. And we do have these guys now in our shop, and we have a few up on our website now. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's like I said, awesome figure. So with that said, guys, you know, thank you guys for watching today. Be sure to like and subscribe if you liked what you saw. We do plan to do more unboxing videos just to get into the details. And it was very interesting to look at the figure itself this time and actually break it down for what it is, and instead of just the packaging. But yeah, you know, follow us on Instagram at Toy Fiends. Find us on Facebook, Toy Fiends Collectibles, and then our website is toyfiendscollectibles.com. And yeah, we'll see you guys around. Have a good one.
Thank you guys.